household items I need to restock for the month. A meat stock up. I needed to do Costco anyways. It's very busy. Is it raining out? Yes. Am I sick? Also yes. Does any of that matter? No, because this mama needs to start her monthly reset. We're gonna get it started. If you're new here, my name's Marissa. I'm a first-time mama, stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mom at the moment. And I wanted to start my reset. Now, since becoming a mom, I need to do it in a week span. I can't do it all in one day. So today, we are going out to do some errands. We're going out with Elijah's auntie, my sister. We're gonna go do some shopping. So I call it my monthly meat stock up. So towards the end of like each month, I like to go out and buy a lot of protein so I can have them prepped in the freezer, and it just makes groceries and dinners a lot easier throughout the month. So we're gonna go look for some meats. I think we're going to Costco and a couple different other meat markets, and we are bringing baby boy with us. Get him at the house, do some errands. Surprisingly, he's not sick. Me and his dad are sick. He's perfectly fine. I don't know where we got it from because he wasn't sick beforehand and he's still not sick. So I mean, it's not like anything is taking me out. I just sound ridiculous, so I apologize. Hopefully by like the rest of the week, maybe in the middle of the week, my voice goes back to normal. But anyways, let's go. We're gonna head out and see what we can find. All right, I think we got a little good selection there. Ready to go? We were already out. We had a little impromptu visit to Costco. I needed to do Costco anyways for my monthly reset. It's raining so bad I look crazy, but yeah, we're now here. I'm getting some bread and some milk for Elijah. Yeah, it's fully zipped up the jacket. Elijah was covered in a blanket coming in, and I honestly thought it would be more dead because it's raining. It's not. It's very busy. All right, guys, we are home. It was kind of hectic and crazy, and I think that's kind of like, ew. The rain made my ponytail revert. My hair is like reverting. I mean, it's gonna be wash day soon anyways. But let me do a little quick haul of the meat I got. So I actually did all my meat shopping at 𝐬𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. I don't know how to explain 𝐬𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 if you don't have 𝐬𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. But typically I go to like 3 different places, and sometimes I do get meat at Costco, but it was just a better deal to do it at 𝐬𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿's this time. I kind of showed you guys as I was picking things up in the store, but I'll just show you it all right now. I got all this meat for $66, which is not bad in this economy in Canada. It could be a lot worse. But yeah, I got some pork shoulder. I really like cooking with pork shoulder, so I got 2 packs of that. That was a good deal. I think each pack was like $8. And then I got a large pack of chicken drumstick for $9. And then I got, this is like my more expensive meat, I got a big pack of ground beef for $19. And then a big pack of chicken thighs, boneless and skinless chicken thighs for $20. If you do chicken thigh with bone and skin on, it's a lot cheaper, but I don't like cooking with that stuff, so I got the stuff that I'm typically good at cooking with. I've been liking to do this. This is like, I've started this in the beginning of the new year of doing like a meat stock up. So like I said, I go every 30 days and I stock up on meat, and then I will pre-portion all this. Like I'll clean it all up and pre-portion it and put it in the freezer, and then I'll cook from that throughout the week. So I'll use like I will look what's in the freezer and make meals off of that instead of thinking, oh, what meals do I want to cook this week, and then I have to go get the proteins for that. I look in my freezer and see what proteins I have and what type of meals can I cook from those proteins. It helps me a lot with the thought process of cooking, and then it helps with like budgeting as well. So then I just spend a big chunk of money on meat, and then my actual grocery trips, I'm only spending like maybe $50 every weekend. I'm getting like ingredients and like sides to whatever I'm cooking that weekend. But yeah, then we, like I said, we stopped at Costco because we were already out in that area, and I do like to do that about every 2 weeks. It's not necessarily a part of my actual monthly reset, but it is every 2 weeks in the month. So starting off the new month fresh, I did stop, and I usually get my basics, which is a loaf of bread, a pack of yogurt, and then I get Elijah his milk. So we got 2 bags of milk, and that usually does us for 2 weeks, and then I'll go back. My fridge has officially become like a mom fridge. I have so many magnets on it and photos, but let me just kind of show you the disaster it is in there after I just put everything away. So a part of my monthly refresh is going to be organizing my fridge. So I'm going to be doing that, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like later. finished packing the meat up. I have the drumsticks, the chicken thigh, I pre-chopped it, the ground beef, and then the pork shoulder. It doesn't look like a lot to everybody. I have 2 packs of the chicken thigh here. But mind you, I only cook 2 to 3 times a week, and then we have the leftovers. So this does stretch out pretty well. I mean, I could get more, and if I see other deals, I pick up other meats throughout the month as well. But I like to pre-stock the freezer with at least some variety, so it's a bit easier when I'm making meals. Don't mind the appearance, y'all. I'm doing a hair mask, but because it's a monthly reset, a refresh, your girl's cleaning out the fridge. So I have a lot of just random leftovers and stuff that need to go, and then everything needs to get wiped down. I definitely recommend putting this on your monthly reset. It doesn't have to be a super big deep clean, but at least take a refresh by taking out old food and cleaning off the shelves a little bit. Hey guys, little check-in on the monthly reset vlog. I wanted to go over quickly what I'm doing. So I'm at the computer right now, and because we're going into March, it's tax season, so I'm doing some work for taxes, and I'm gonna be going over like my budget for next month. So I like to pre-budget, but instead of just showing you exactly like me writing down on paper and stuff like that, I wanted to talk you guys through what I've been doing lately. So as of, I probably would say January, I went back to paper for budgeting. I was budgeting a lot like digitally, but I found like, I don't know, I don't stay committed to my budget if I budget like digitally, but when I write it, I'm a bit more strict with it, especially with my little communication board behind me. I've been sticking things up there like a list for me and Darius to both go over. So basically how it works in my household, because everyone's different, like we're both involved, but I'm like deeply involved with the budget and the bills because I just like am a person that likes planning and like knowing exactly everything. So I'm the one that kind of writes everything down and like has like the structured plan, and then we both execute. Like he'll pay the bills that are like needed to be paid, like he'll go into the accounts and pay them, because honestly I forget to do that a lot, but like I'll write everything down of when things need to be paid. So like I was just saying, we were just doing taxes as we're going into March into tax season. So I wouldn't do that all the time, but because it's tax season, I'm doing that. But I'll put right here a little sample of how I do the budget monthly. So what I do is I will write down every bill. So I'll write down every day. So I write like from the 1st to like the 31st, depending on like how long the month is. And then I write down every bill that comes out on what day. Like I'll write it down on the little like, I call it like a line calendar. So it's like a calendar, but it's just like the numbers are straight down, and I'll write down all the bills are coming and like what's coming on each day, whether it's just a bill or if it's like, I don't know, like an expense, like if it's Netflix or something else like that. I just like to have it there, and then that's like my master sheet, I call it. So I go off of that every like week or every payday, so then I can see what needs to be paid, what's coming up that needs to be paid, and that's my master sheet. And that's like the stuff that's reoccurring every month, and I like to look at that. So typically once I write it out, I don't have to like rewrite it every couple months. Sometimes things change, like maybe I'll cancel Netflix and then like open a Disney Plus or something like that. I don't do that often, but like if dates or things change, I would rewrite the paper. But I typically just use the same paper for a couple months. Anyways, so I do that. That's my master sheet. And then I do my weekly or paycheck like breakdown on like what needs to be paid and like what we're just doing, like extra things. Like, are we going out for a couple dinner with friends? Are we taking Elijah to like the zoo or something like that? And do I have a shopping trip with my sister? Like stuff that's like doesn't happen every month. I write that down kind of bi-weekly or weekly, so I can kind of keep track that way. But I wanted to have a little yap about my budgeting method. I mean, it changes all the time, but this is what's been working lately. So that's what's been working for us, and that's how I've been doing it. I hope that makes sense the way I explained it a little bit. Like, clearly I'm not just going to give you all like my personal finance information, but I am someone who prides myself on like being bougie on a budget and like making sure I'm taking care of my coin and not just wasting it. So I wanted to kind of give you guys a little look on how I've been budgeting. Okay guys, let's finish off this monthly reset by doing a Walmart trip. I mean, I go to Walmart more than one time a month, but this shopping trip is mostly going to be on household items I need to restock for the month. So like, you know, toilet paper, baby wipes, diapers, dish soap, cleaning supplies, stuff like that. And I don't think I have too much really on my list, but I'm going to get a little bit of groceries when I'm there anyways. So let's go to Walmart to get all that. I just got home from Walmart, dragged everything up the stairs. I didn't get too much for household, but like I said, I was still getting some groceries. So it was still a lot to bring in the house. But that completes my monthly reset. Sometimes there's a couple other things I do, but typically that is the routine I do to reset for the new month. So it is, what, 4 days out from March, which is crazy. How is Elijah gonna be 14 months old? Huh? Please tell me where the time is gone. Anyways, yeah, so, you know, budgeting, groceries, I do my meat refresh, household shopping, stuff like that is all complete. I'm also going to go do a donation tomorrow to Salvation Army, just the thrift store. I wanted to get rid of some things, so that's something I like to do sometimes monthly, is like kind of just declutter and like slowly but surely get rid of things I don't need. But I'm not gonna really record that because that's just gonna be like a quick little drop off, but that is one thing I just wanted to mention. But with that being said, that is it for today's video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. If you love everything revolving around womanhood, hygiene, motherhood, hit the subscribe button and join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.